Hello people YouTube, I am doing a brand new series where I review games in my opinion, and I know some of these games might be already old, but I want to review them, give the game my opinion, because some friends are asking what game to get, so if they see this series they can see that what they think of the game, what they have my opinion. They don't have, I'm not saying you have to get the game if I like it or dislike it, not changing your opinion, but this is what I would think. So I am reviewing Evolve, and in this game it's a 4v1. It's a 4v1. You play as either one of four hunters or you play as the monster. I prefer the monster. Some people may prefer the hunter, but I prefer the monster. You can play multiplayer or solo, and I'm playing solo for the purpose of this video. But I mostly play multiplayer, and there's different game modes: hunt, defend, evacuation. But other game, there's like a couple other game modes. Hunt is basically evacuation, basically kind of I guess a story in a way, where you play a variety of different things, and when you play solo, whatever you choose will be that corresponding slash map slash mode. The first mission is always chosen at a random map, and it's always gonna be hunt. And the objective in a hunt is for the four hunters to chase after the monster. And the monsters you get to choose is the Wraith, the Behemoth if you have a DLC, the Gorgon, which is a DLC character, the Goliath, the Meteor Goliath, which I personally don't know how I got, but I have Meteor Goliath. It looks like the normal Goliath, but I'm not sure if it does more damage. The Kraken, which you unlock after maxing out I think the Wraith or the Behemoth, or the Goliath. I forgot which character, what I had to do to unlock this, but this one is locked until you unlock it. My personal favorite is the Wraith, and you can have different skins. I have the Wraith Magnum and the Turtle Rock Butter Monster skin, and the default. I think this one is I got the Magma skin when I pre-ordered the game, because when you pre-order the game from different spots, or I'm not sure if you still get it from normal purchasing, you get different skins. And I got the Magma skin and the Turtle Rock Butter skin. I heard that in order to get it, you had to like Turtle Rock had to give it to you. I'm not sure but that's what I heard. Beginning, you get Seduction, Warp Blast, Decoy, and Supernova. The best ones are the ones I chose. These abilities that you might unlock while later game. And you can basically get all these little buffs, and they can go from 1 star to 2 star to 3 star. And once you date 3 star, that's basically how it is. That's basically where it is. And there's other characters you can use for the hunters. You can play as the medic. I will not go through the characters at the moment because it'll take a while to go through the characters. Not that long, but it'll take a while. Make the video longer than it should be. So there's a medic, which heals your team. That one is the supporters. It helps the team with like shields and stuff like that. This is the trapper, which tries and traps me, and then that's the assault guy, which assaults me, which basically his objective is to kill me. And there's different characters, and they'll have their pros and cons. Like graphics wise, graphics are really good. I like the graphics. Graphics are good. Graphics are really good. I don't think I've seen anything bad relating to graphics, but that graphics are really good in my opinion. I'd say it's really good, and really good gameplay wise, it's fun. Like if you play by yourself, you can get bored at times when you play by yourself. But when you play with other people, maybe if you play multiplayer too, you might get bored. But if you play with friends, you'll probably have more fun. Like to me, this is one of those games that you'll get bored if you play solo, but if you play with friends, you'll have fun. When you first start off, your objective is to evolve to stage 3. It's funny, the name basically your objective as the monster is what the title says. You have to evolve by smelling. You don't have to smell, but you can smell to see basically what's around you, and if it's like a kind of greenish type, you kill them, and then you can basically eat the flesh from it. Basically, you eat that creature, and you have to keep eating them. And then every time you eat a creature, it gives you armor in the right there where it has the red bar. That's your health meter, and the blue is your armor meter. And then and then also every time you eat, you can see that circle that pops up basically right above you. That shows you how close you are to your evolve. And basically, when you show it tells you how close you are to evolve, and once you do evolve, you get 3 points to spend on another upgrade like decoy, supernova, basically whatever the monster you chose has. And in my opinion, from the ones I haven't used the Gorgon, but the Wraith is the strongest one. I have not seen one. And also the light green ones are creatures, and the red ones are also creatures which can attack you. And they can and if it glows red with a health bar right above them, that means that is one of the hunters. If they're by themselves, it's perfect to strike. But if they're in like maybe 2, it's good too. But if you're going against a whole team, you should be prepared, like experienced. Like basically be experienced, know like a good strategy, how to kill him, make sure you're strong. Don't go in there with like 1 health bar unless you basically give up. But see, their whole team is right there, so I basically see every trapper has a shield which locks me in there, and I'm gonna send a decoy because I'm not strong enough to do that, so I need to try and hide and wait for the bubble to disband. I need the bubble to either disappear naturally, or the hunter or the trapper, if the trapper gives up and thinks he's not in the bubble anymore, he can disband the bubble, which sometimes the hunters do. So they don't do it all the time, but at points they do that. But despite this, I would say it's a fun game, very fun game. Gameplay really good. The gameplay is really good. In my opinion, is really good. Also in my opinion, I know I'm saying in my opinion a lot in this video, just because it is true. I cannot say for sure. I can't say fact because other people have their own opinion. Like I might say this game looks beautiful, but some other people might say, oh my god, the graphics are horrible. But in my opinion, graphics are good. Gameplay is fun. It's a good game to get rid of boredom for a bit. It's a fun game and all. See right there how I hit. Now it pops up. You can tell also when you're evolved, when you can evolve, when it says it. Right there, you hold both triggers. You hold both triggers down, and you hold them down until the circle is complete, and then you can let go. And if you don't get shot at, you get a medal called Bulletproof, which adds to your score when you win. And even if you choose the points fast enough, you still need to wait for it.
Save office.
And basically, the more points you put into that, the stronger you'll be. And every time you evolve, you get more health, and your armor goes bigger. And also, when you hit stage 3, when you hit your highest stage, which is stage 3, you have to, the hunters, sometimes the hunters will still chase you, but other times the hunters will go back to their base, to the center of the map. Not on the center of the map, but when you hit stage 3, you have to destroy a generator. You don't have to, so that's another way to win. Basically, you can either destroy the generator or just wipe out the hunters. And some people, they just wipe out the hunters, but other times they don't, and they just go for the generator. But it's all up to the thing. And then also the hunters, they have, I think, 2 lives. Like when you take out a hunter, they will go down, and then they can get picked up, I think, twice. And then if they get down a 3rd time, they die, and then they'll respawn in 2 minutes. Unless the entire team is wiped out, then they will lose. But when you die, you'll respawn in like a minute or 2. Like if you're the first one to die, you'll spawn in 2 minutes, and then if someone else dies, so the time won't restart for you. Just start off at the time they have. And basically, my recommendation is, if you're experienced, or if you're experienced, run when you hit stage 3 and you have full armor. Just head straight for the hunters and try and kill them. Try and wipe them out, because the faster you can end the game faster. But if you're not experienced, then I would recommend waiting for until stage 3. It's all on preference when you want to attack. I usually attack on stage 2, since I have I'm experienced, and the raid is, in my opinion, really strong. You can, like I said, you can always attack whenever you want. It's all on preference when you want to attack. And also everything's timed. The bomb right there, you can hold LB to point in a certain direction, and then right here is where the game is over. You can also eat the hunters for food. Kill them. And then whenever you finish an evacuation, it'll show an extra hunters win. If the hunters win, they'll show their bonus. The hunters will get their bonus. If the monster wins, they'll get it. So in this case, I won. So the Goliath that was trapped in there, in the next mission, he will become my ally. But if the hunters won, I haven't played this game in a while to memorize it by heart. Buffoon, I am most likely wrong, but if they win, they will be able to track the monster a little bit faster. But don't they know that they won't have an extra monster? So basically, the next mission, they have me and another monster. The other monster is not that strong, so I expect them to die fast. But like if it works out correctly, you hit stage 2 or 3, you can wipe out the enemy team like nothing. And it also shows the colony status of how many people died, how many people lived. And if the monsters win, of course, it's going to show more colony deaths. And right there, see rescue and nest. Rescue shows where there's random survivors, and the hunter needs to save them while the hunter tries. And once the survivors rescue them all, the hunters win. But in nest, there's eggs, and the hunters need to wipe out all the eggs. And if once all the eggs are wiped out, or the monster, they lose. The monster lose. So if the hunters wipe out all the eggs, the monster loses. If it wipes out the monster loses. There's times where I lose in these two because I'm so focused on evolving that I totally forget about the objective and they wipe out my eggs. And also the eggs, you can also hatch them and go up to the egg and then hold LT, it'll break open the egg, and then, oh my god, what was that? And it'll break open the egg, and there'll be a Goliath in there. Not one of those big ones, but you know, one of those small ones, so it can help you in battle. And like I said, those are easy to get wiped out since they're only in stage 1. So, and they don't evolve, so basically they stay in stage 1, so they're really easy to get wiped out. They can get wiped to the floor, but if, like I said, if you work correctly, you can do it. And right there it says right there, my objective: a monster minion follows the monster and attacks hunters. The Goliath escaped from the captivity and followed the other monster, forcing the hunters to now fight the monster and its minion at the same time. When I first saw this, I was like, wow, so not as bad, that's too overpowered, having two big monsters. And then when we spawned in, he's only a minion, so like it said. So I'm like, oh, so it's not that strong. It does do okay damage, but by itself it's gonna get wrecked. But yeah, that's my review on the game. From how I would rate this, I would give this an 8 out of 10. I would give it a 9 out of 10, but at points I do get bored.
I'm not sure anymore. You see, what happens to him. But
from what I know, that this is the DLC it has. The DLC monsters it has is the Behemoth and the Gorgon. And there's also a couple other hunters. I'm not sure if this is DLC or not, but it looks like it. I could be wrong. But I would give this 8 out of 10. There's some flaws that they can improve on. There's a couple of glitches. I don't encounter them often, but there is problems that they can improve on. So I'll give this 8 out of 10. Do I recommend you buy it? I recommend you buy it. I don't totally recommend it just because it is a very fun game. When you first get it, you will be addicted to the game. When I first got it, I was addicted to the game. I really liked it. But after playing it too much, maybe for depending how you are, maybe 2-3 days, you will maybe drink the game dry. You'll get bored. But if you play with friends, you'll probably bring other fun. You guys can like mess around, stuff like that. Make the game fun. So I give this an 8 out of 10. And that's my review on the game. If you guys have a game you want me to review next, leave it in the comments. So like, comment, and subscribe, and keep on glitching in those video games.